No, yeah, sure. No, you sure you just want one stick? Because I'll give you whatever you want. Just whatever. Just please don't put that video out. Okay. All right. We got an agreement then. Okay. Let's shake on it. All right. Fantastic. Oh, there you are, guys. Thank God. So that was my neighbor. Turns out, he was in need of a stick of butter, and he's willing to let it all go, you know. So, and I hate to cock block you, Dagburn, because I know he was going to give you that video of what happened in my pool, but, you know, turns out, help a neighbor out with a stick of butter, and you'd be surprised what you can get. But as you guys can probably guess, that's what this video is going to be. Just a little quick, let's laugh at this idiot. And while we're waiting on going live, because I just found out that the overnight success, man, I can't believe how many subs I got on this channel just overnight, Dagburn. But I'm able to go live. I just got to wait 24 more hours and I can go live on here. And listen, don't get me wrong, guys. I don't want you guys to think that I take it for granted. Because I realize, man, how people freaking grind for months to get 200 subs. And I've managed to get like 300 or 400 in the last day. And I know a lot of it is just to prove a point to this idiot. But it's not lost on me at all. Because I know how hard it is. It took me a long time to build the Gotcha Man channel. Which, to you guys out there that are worried, trust me, I'm not going to lose it, man. Like, this guy's a loser. But we'll just build this up in the meantime. And who knows, maybe if this one builds up enough, I can either use it as a valid second channel, or I can give it to somebody out there who's trying to start something and you know, have a channel for themselves. Because, you know, like I said, I will win and prevail and get a, you know what I mean? Like, losers never win. We all know that. But honestly, it is not lost on me. Like, I am very appreciative that just within 8 hours of me posting a video saying, here's the channel I'm going to be on now, that it went from like 300 and something to it's pushing 700 now. So honestly, I greatly appreciate all of you guys. Like, it really makes me feel like it's all worth it. Like, all the hard work I put in. I've tried so many different avenues on YouTube with the Gotcha Man channel, and a lot of you guys don't know this, but I started out with like reviews and with reviewing drones and stuff. And I've had some success. I have a drone review video with like 20-some thousand views on it that is privated now, and I may like show people one day or whatever. But and then I went to mechanicking and stuff like that. But I finally found out that people just want to hear me just commentate and give a comedic view on people. You know, people just want to hear me just break things down comedically. And I love that, dude. I found my lane, I guess you could say. But yeah, I just literally paid my neighbor off with a stick of butter. So anyway, yeah, let's go. Let's go in on this idiot for a second and get a few laughs real quick before I have to go in here and finish cooking this dinner. I'm gonna treat this kind of like a live, and I'm not gonna do much editing at all. I'm just gonna wing it. But dude, if anybody's been listening the last couple of days, he said, the first thing he said was that you know, he could get a big house like you, Gotcha Man. Oh, he had a house lined up with acres and everything else, but he made a smart decision. Oh, shit. This is usually what I edit out, but he made a smart decision, and him and Merle sat down and they did their budget, they did their finances, and they come to the conclusion, this is just out of our payment range. I could have had a big, nice house with acres and all this land and everything else, and I decided not to because we looked at the payment and we realized that our budget just didn't fit. Yeah, man. Like, and we believe you, Dagburn. We believe you because we know that you're budget savvy. We know that you're smart when it comes to things like that. And you proved that to us whenever, like you say, you were approved for a home, but you turned it down. So you're not the kind of guy that gets excited, and just goes blindly into something. So the minute that you were approved for a car loan, finally, sorry, not you, Merle, you guys used that same tactic and thought, well, let's sit down, let's think about this. Is this something we can afford? Is this a good financial decision? Does this make sense? Are we doing the right thing? And that's how you handled the car purchase. Even though, yeah, did you not even pay attention to what the interest rate is? Yeah, but that's not part of making a financial decision. Duh. Everybody knows that, man. And anybody who says otherwise is just trying to shadow ban you. This dude literally said he's being shadow banned. Whew. There's nothing. Listen, YouTube or any other entity wouldn't invest any money into a shadow to put over your stupid ass. You're already in a shadow. You're in the shadow right now. You're literally inside your house on a couch. That's the reason you look like you haven't been outside in the sun for your skin is jaundiced and your eyes have black rings around them. You shadow ban yourself. You're the only man in history that's shadow banned himself. Jesus Christ. And listen, this dude, oh no, he's had all kinds of excuses, right? This was a troll, y'all. I was just trolling. I ain't really racist. I ain't racist at all. This is a big troll and everything's working in my favor, y'all. Every bit of it. But here's the thing, y'all. If this is my opinion, I'm allowed to have an opinion and say that I don't like interracial coupling. Which, hey, listen. Everybody, every time he says interracial coupling, fucking take a drink or whatever if you're having a drinking game. But, yeah, but that's my opinion, y'all. But it's a skit. But do y'all understand that it's my opinion? Are y'all okay with that? No? Okay. Well, then it was a skit, y'all. Duh. But, don't y'all think that people are allowed to have an opinion? Because, this is America, right? And we have the right as Americans to have an opinion. Right? Ain't that right? Yeah, that is my opinion. And I don't like interracial couples. Don't y'all agree? No, you're a racist piece of shit. Well, it was a skit, y'all. Duh. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all. Don't y'all get it? But anyway, then he moves on. Hey, and shout out, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, but shout out, Jesus. Shout out to Squareworks and Crazy Carl, because Dagburn has fallen into this category now of being light work, right? He has fallen into this category of people like Squarework and Crazy Carl can handle him, right? Because Squarework eviscerated him. And if you don't believe me, go in his live earlier. He let Square up, and then he jumped on AD's panel and interacted with Square, and Square fucking owned you, dude. And that's fucking, no offense, well, no, full offense, Square, because you're crazy. But, yeah, Square owned you, dude. That's how far down you've fallen on this YouTube game, is people like Square own you. But, he tried this spin, and this is how he tried to sell it to AD, right? Is AD's like, even AD and whatever, I've lost respect for you here lately, but, you were trying to redeem yourself, and you're like, yeah, but this is some pretty racist shit, Johnny. This is kind of crazy. I don't know what it is you're trying to do. And Johnny tried to spin it and go, man, that's how YouTube works, y'all. You say something outrageous, and that's how you get the views, y'all. That's how you get the engagement, y'all. Apparently, and again, here I go trying to teach you something. Engagement is not only people clicking on a video to see the train wreck, right? Because people can drive by a car accident on the interstate and rubberneck and go, damn, do you see how bad that looked? And then just keep going. But the people who drive by and look and go, man, I need to, post something about this, say something about this. Nobody, bruh, have you seen your like ratio? Here, let me help you out real quick. I'm gonna put a couple pictures in here. Something for you to try to strike. And, oh man, somebody, listen. Okay, let me just put it to you this way. The ultimate I'm triggered sign, okay? If there's a freaking high score for I'm triggered, if there's a foolproof way of showing I'm triggered of all time on YouTube is like, hey, and this will, our kids will have a new lingo about this in 20 years and go, hey, what's a guaranteed way that somebody's triggered? It's going to be YouTube strikes. I'm telling you right now, it's the ultimate way of showing that you're triggered. And that's what I tried to help you with, but you double down, triple down, like you don't get it. The fact that you are willing to strike somebody to try to remove their comment about you is the ultimate sign of being triggered. Bottom line, dude. There's no other reason why you would strike somebody's channel other than the fact that you are 100% triggered by the things that I say and you can't handle it and you're so in your feelings that you're just looking for anything that you can do, right? Anything that you can do besides come out and own what it is I'm saying. And your last resort is striking. And nobody on this camp's butthurt, buddy. Listen, we can do this. The team, man, listen, we're a team, dude, and we can do this 10 times over. We can do another channel, another channel, another channel. It doesn't matter, dude. Like, you're so sad. And especially to admit it. You come on panel and admit it. No, yeah, I will have to take these strikes down in 10 days, or whatever, and he'll get his channel back. But I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it again and again. I mean, why don't you just make a community post and hit the caps button and put, I'm triggered by gotcha, man. It would be an easier process, right? Then you wouldn't have to worry about trying to remember to unstrike something after 10 days and yada, 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 so you don't get in trouble. It just seems like a lot of legwork on your end when you could just say you're triggered. Dude, I get under your skin so bad. You went live, 5 times today to prove that I'm wrong and what you said about my wife was just a skit, y'all. Dude, oh man. And you know what? You've always had this fucking saying, man, people talk about my wife, y'all. People talk about my wife. Okay, listen. And I know you're brain dead, so you're not going to catch any of this, but here's the difference between how people talk about your wife and how you try to talk about our wives, right? You're trying to degrade my wife and say that the fact that she has a mixed child means that she's worthless and useless as a human being and shouldn't have the same rights and benefits as us, right? She slept with a black man, so therefore she's a useless woman, and that's some sort of dig at me, right? You also try to play her background check, which, if I had to give a good job to somebody, it's to psychobabble the closeted fag, because we know good and well that you didn't do it. And just admit that too, right? The fact that you can't admit that you're racist, the fact that you can't admit that somebody else sends you background checks, the fact that you can't admit that some overweight, high blood pressure, fat fucking loser attempted comedian sends you the little t-shirt ideas. Just own it all, dude. You would look a lot better, right? It would go a lot further for you. You take this angle of like, oh, look, his wife's been to prison. His wife went to jail. His wife slept with a black man, yada, yada, yada. And then you say the same thing every time you're cornered by it is, well, they talk about my wife. Well, you know what we say about your wife? We say that she should have kicked your ass out a long time ago. A lot of the things that we say is to benefit and help you. We always are on you about getting a job. We're always on you about doing something to provide and help in the household. We're always on Merle about the fact that you are just dead weight around there, right? And here lately you're like, well, as of right now, I don't have to work and I don't have to get another job. Well, that was the first job you got in years, and you only worked it for a few months, and now you're like, well, but I don't have to work now. Well, what about all those other years? You know, yeah, did you con your way into a doctor's excuse right now to not work? Sure. But what about all those other years that you didn't work? That's the years that we're questioning you about, dude. That's what we're asking you about. But the fact that this fucking lady, and I don't know if it's some sort of weird trance that she's in or some sort of, what it is it's a self-worth issue. And I will, listen, Merle, if you need somebody to talk to, we'll get you counseling. We'll get you somebody to talk to. But you have not figured out what your self-worth is. You have not figured it out. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's proof that you haven't, because you're allowing this man to lay around your house, not work. You provide every penny for him. You provide everything that man has. He does nothing to support you or himself, for that matter. Merle doesn't even smoke anymore. She vapes, which is way less harmful on the household and car and everything. But here this man, not only do you buy him the cigarettes because he can't buy them himself, but you allow him to lay around on the couch all day and smoke cigarettes and stink your fucking whole house up. And then jump in your new car that you bought and smoke it up. For what? What does he bring to the table? He brings nothing to the table. He's a useless human being, Merle. And the only reason people are telling you that is to help you out. You have a jobless piece of shit, no future having ass guy in your house that's stinking up your car and your house, and you are too blind to see it. And I promise you, there's nothing. If this man is willing to say the vile shit that he says about starving kids in Africa, then there's no way he has it in his heart to actually love you like you deserve to be loved. It's not possible. It's not possible for somebody to be that unbalanced mentally and think it's okay to say racist things about black people and to, try to say that a white woman that sleeps with a black man is useless, or that, can literally use a starving child whose stomach is swelled from not being able to eat properly and being malnourished, and use that as a way to try to be funny and try to find some comedic value in it. There's no way that man can be giving you anything healthy. So when we say something about your wife, Fagburn, it's us trying to help her escape your piece of shit ass, right? But when you say things about, for instance, my wife, you're just grasping at straws and just saying racist comments. And it makes you look bad. And you're digging your own hole. It's not my fault. You can strike my channel all you want, but you're still a racist piece of shit. That doesn't fix that. And I know that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to fix it somehow. You're trying to strike my channel, and that's going to fix you being a racist piece of shit, and a lazy piece of shit, and a couch-dwelling piece of shit, and somebody that won't provide for himself or his family piece of shit, and something that brings nothing to the table for your stepdaughter, wife, or anybody in your entire life. You've never done anything productive in your entire life. But somehow you think, if I could just get Gotcha Man out of the picture, that'll fix it. That just shows how far up in your head I am, dude. I own your every thought. It's, if I could just strike his channel and get him removed from YouTube, then my life will finally be something worth living. But until then, you're just this sad fuck sitting in your wife's car, have to unzip her pink purse and get a few dollars out to buy yourself a pack of fucking Misty 120s. Let's pick it up real quick before I leave. Let's point out, and just in case you think it's me being biased, right? And it's just my opinion of Fagburn. Let's look on YouTube real quick.
So I had to go on my glasses off.
All right, so let's look at his most recent video. So here's him thinking he's funny by making a live saying Black Power, and he'll probably make a post about this. Look, it's got 5,000 views, y'all. 20 likes. 20. Listen, views to like ratio is a big deal. This motherfucker's the only person in history that's going to shadow ban himself. That's going to make YouTube go, wait a minute, what? People are clearly just rubbernecking and seeing if somebody got decapitated in a car wreck when they drove by it. All right, let's look at the next one. Because he went live several times today for me. And thank you, Gobble. All right, here's one with 727 views. You know, he didn't put that Black Power shit in there, so people weren't as interested to watch. But 700, oh, what do you know? 20-something likes again. Damn, 20 likes is not a lot of likes. All right. What else we got in this shit show? And remember, guys, this is somebody with 10,000 subscribers almost. Oof. All right, here's another. Black Power. Live in support of collared folk. Hilarious. Mwah. Oh. Chef's kiss, fun, man, super funny content. 30 likes. I mean, it's out of the 20s. You're not in the 20s no more, so there's that. Let's look at the comments. You're about to get sued. You know, people screen record. Very, very good source that knows everyone. Yeah, dude. 10 comments too, by the way. That's a whole nother thing. Is this guy's comments is enough for a whole nother video, and maybe that's what we'll make tomorrow, right? The comments are the saddest thing you've ever seen. And speaking of hardworking people, and it's strange because the fact that somebody that's so lazy and couldn't work a hard day if he had to, buddy, his moderators are putting in overtime, man. It's like a bunch of Vegas fucking street magicians up there. Like, there's so much hate coming your way that if you look in a live stream, every comment is just there, disappeared, there, disappeared, there. Oh, now you see it? No, you don't. Disappeared. Man, hey. Them poor moderators, you ought to be paying them something, Gobble. Them guys are working double time, triple time. Man, I couldn't imagine being one of your mods, trying to freaking fight off all the hate coming your way. But anyway, you fucking piece of shit loser. This new channel's growing pretty good, and tomorrow I can go live from it. And I'm going to go live tomorrow and talk about how big of a piece of shit you are. I'll see you there, buddy. Bye.